I've been looking for a house with no walls or no whispers, no hiding places, no secret sister. Been looking for a house that won't shelter a lie, no tear-stained past or reason to cry.
This is Empowering Women Everywhere, and I am Nan Gill. And our guest today is Noel Spencer. He's from Chester, New York, and he is empowering women and our youth all over Orange County, Westchester County, all in the Hudson Valley, and perhaps down in the city soon. So we'd like you to meet Noel Spencer.
Thank you, Nan, for having me here this afternoon. It's a great pleasure and a privilege to be invited in one of these big programs that will be broadcast to the entire world in the very near future.
Very soon.
Yes.
We're working on that.
It's such a beautiful title, and empowering women everywhere. And I have a lovely mother that taught me empowerment from a youth coming forward.
Yes, and we have to empower our youth, both women, both girls and young men, to actually be able to reach their goals education-wise.
That's correct.
And I saw Noel yesterday, and he told me about a program that he has, which he's offering free as a give back to the community, where you can go and find out how to finance a college degree without having to put a financial stress on your family. There's things that you need to do, and Noel, can you tell us a little bit about your program and what you're offering?
Yeah, sure. The program kicks off at St. James's Episcopal Church on September 29th. We have a website that you can go to, mylocalworkshop.org, mylocalworkshop.org, or you can call our office at 845-220-2080 for registering. And the seminar is titled Free College Financial Planning Night. And our mission and goal is to help families successfully navigate the college planning and the financial planning roadmap to college. Because if you look at the statistics, it's taken average of 5 to 6 years for a young person to graduate out of college. So that's a problem in college planning.
Right.
And in financial planning now, the parent who is footing that bill, instead of planning for 4 years, they have an additional 18 months to 24 months of money to find, either through debt, through savings, through loans, or through their retirement plans. So our goal is to show you the different ways you can plan properly for college, and also how to look at your financial wherewithal and your financial pocketbook, that you don't find yourself in debt at the end of the 5-year period. And also, more importantly, with the college planning, we can now help you track it to 4 years so you don't make missteps or miscues going in and while you're in college.
Okay, so not only do you work with the financial planning, you work with the student in finding what their goals are and how best to reach their goals within the 4-year period.
Within the 4-year period. Actually, we are working both with the parents and with the student. It's important to have that team. So if we have a family, husband and wife, 2 males, 2 females, male and female, whatever makes up that family, we need everybody involved. So if it's a single family, then a single person family, 1 female, well, we need
one male.
Or 1 male. That is very important, that person is totally involved with their own aspect of what the expectations are, and also understand what their child's expectations are. So what we have discovered over the years of interviewing, doing financial plans, is that the parents had one expectation and the child just had a total different expectation. And they looked either for the cheapest university to go to that didn't have the curricula of the child's expectation. Then they changed midstream. Let me get out of this college and go to another college. So some of the credits get transferred, some doesn't get transferred, and now we get pushed into the 4 to 6 year period. So basically what we do before that child goes into college, we do a full background, have them reveal, spill their guts, for the use of a better word,
Right.
to say, this is how I'm feeling. Mom and dad wants me to become a lawyer, but you know what? I want to be a creative artist.
Uh-huh.
And so we know that then we can speak to the parent and say, this is what your child wants.
Right. Exactly.
The other thing, you had a you
No,
had
I
to
was
say,
just going to
yes.
say, if you don't have a common direction, the efforts and the energies are going to be going off one way and the other way, and it's just not going to work.
That's correct. That's correct. And we've seen that happen over and over so many different times. That the other thing that is critical that we try and help parents with, this won't fit. This is not a cookie cutter where it's a fit all, one shop
Right.
for everybody. It's unique. The seminars help us to show you what we can do. Then we do a complimentary follow-up 1 hour consult with you
To help.
you
Right.
direct. If after that you want to use our services, then we discuss the fees there.
Right.
But what we found out is that, for instance, my daughter, she just finished her master's, but she
I remember
applied.
her when she was in the stroller.
Stroller, right? Yeah, right. And she has done extremely well. But she applied to something like 20 colleges
Right.
for undergrad. So I forgot what the fees were, but it was like $100 or $30 or whatever it was per application.
How many did she do?
She did 20 applications.
Right.
Right. Actually, she got close to $200,000 in scholarship grants coming into her.
Good.
But she selected a university which she thought was the best university for her, that did not offer her a grant, a scholarship, or any needs-based, because we as a family didn't qualify for needs-based. So we thought. We thought our income was too high, so we didn't try.
Right.
So what we do with part of our financial planning and college planning is that even if you think your income is too high, let's evaluate it, because there can be different ways of paying for that tuition.
Right.
And the other point is that instead of applying for 20 colleges, what our service helps you do, once we pinpoint what your child wants, we then put into our database the 6 best schools that will admit him or her,
Right.
and not trying to throw the money all over the place and
Right.
say, okay, let's see who responded to us. And as parents, I think we get very excited when we see an acceptance letter come in.
Right.
It might not be the best acceptance letter, but we are so excited that Johnny got into a college
Right.
that we forget the planning part.
Yes.
So we are here to help you as your coach, as your trainer, to become fit for this Olympian journey. we
Okay.
call
Now,
college.
what is your overall mission?
Our overall mission, let me just read that. Our mission is to help families successfully navigate the college discussion and admission and financial planning process so their children can attend any college of their choice,
Right.
regardless of cost. So my mission fitted in that statement is how best to educate you, the parent and the child. Also share with you my experiences
Right.
that I've gone through with 2 kids. Both have successfully graduated and have moved on. Like we said, our daughter just finished her master's at Santa Clara University last month in California. And 2 years ago, our son graduated from Columbia University. But I knew some of it because I'm a financial planner, but I didn't know all the nuts
All of it.
all of it now. And
So you
we were
had
fortunate. We were fortunate
hands-on
though.
training.
Hands-on training, and it's still fresh in my mind.
Well, basically, just opening up the line of communication between parents and child as to what the children want, what the parents can afford or feel they afford, can only help. And I guess that's one of the reasons why you have these seminars, so that they can open up lines of communication.
Definitely, right. The lines of communication is critical because sometimes, and many times, there's a miscommunication between parent and their children. I've been a parent too. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
I can even give jokes.
Sometimes
Yes.
it's more or less, depending on the child and depending on the parent. We have someone working with us now who I now have under a management contract through Academy of Film, Television, and Stage Performing Arts in Goshen. And she was in college. She had gone in. Her parents had paid for it. It's not what she wanted to do. And they insisted that she went on that route. And she wants to be an actress. Very beautiful, very talented, very gifted. And she just couldn't do it anymore. I mean, she tried to please her parents, and she tried to do what her parents wanted, but it just got to the point where she just couldn't do it anymore. She dropped out of school. So,
Right, so
I would imagine that the opening of communication and honesty between parent and child is essential to really planning a future that's going to be a direct line rather than wasting money in certain areas where the child doesn't even want to be involved.
very good point, Nan. Very, very good point, and that's an excellent observation, because I have a financial planning firm too, and we also specialize in tax preparation. And sometimes I see the American credit form coming for the tuition credit on the tax return for that year, and then I might hear a statement, well, that's for last year. She's not in school this year. And I don't, in the past I didn't know how to respond.
Right.
But now that I have decided to make this a plank of my business, I am more trained to say, to know what to say to the client and
Right.
say, let's adjust the ship
Right.
by turning the wheel in a different direction, because some parents are taking money out of their 401k. Some are just taking out the student loan because they figured that was the only way to pay for tuition.
Right.
So we want to show them there are many different ways to pay for your tuition,
Including grants.
including grants.
That-
And there's a form called FASFA, FASFA. Don't ask me what it means right now because I'll stutter. But it's a federal form that between January and April, May of each year, if your child is going into college or in college, has to be filled out. When you fill out that FAFSA, it asks for your line 7 of your 1040, line 32 of your 1040, what's your taxable income, how much money you have in 529s, how much money you have in your savings account, checking accounts,
Right.
and all those numbers tally up. And as it tallies up, there's a little 3-letter symbol called EFC. You will hear about it. EFC, expected family contribution.
Right.
If your expected family contribution is too high, your needs-based scholarships or funding from a college become smaller.
Right.
So we show you how you can move things around for your EFC to make the EFC lower.
Honestly
Move things.
Okay,
Honestly,
let's get
because
that straight.
the magnifying glass is on everything we're doing,
Right.
and we're accredited with different
But
associations.
you could not know about certain things or certain exemptions or certain things that you're entitled to, and not put it in and have to and suffer the consequences of not knowing what's going on.
What's going on, and not that's what I said. So you'll fill out the FAFSA. Okay, you as a parent, you say, "Oh, I don't need any financial guide to help me. This is a simple form." But it's the numbers that are going on the form that
Right.
determines your EFC.
Right.
So the thing is to plan before filling out the FAFSA, so
Right.
your EFC becomes lower. And a critical thing too, colleges have vacancies that they have to fill each year.
Uh-huh.
So if you jump for that one vacancy that you think you qualified for because you got the acceptance letter, they know you're a good student, but they're not telling you you're the best student that applied. So
Right.
now we help you negotiate
Uh-huh.
much better with that college and said,
Right.
okay, this is the SAT score, this is how the GPA was, this is the community work that this person has done, and it has met the standards of your school. And we know what's in your pot of gold.
Right. Right.
So we start negotiating with that college to improve on that acceptance letter.
Right.
And we have seen many successes in that area. Won't be successful for everybody, but we have seen many successes there.
So I know that when your child is in high school, say they're in a junior, I guess you start looking at colleges. So would that be the time that you'd want to start planning to get your finances in order? You know, like 2 years
Yes,
before
that-
graduation,
right.
or do you need longer?
Well, the 11th grade is the perfect time.
Okay.
If you want to start in the 10th grade, you couldn't ask for it better.
Right.
But you're 2 years out. So there is a little inflation curve we have to build into it.
Right.
But if you start using our service, the fee doesn't change from 1 year to the next.
Right.
But if when you move to the third part of the service, but do the seminar, learn what it is.
Yes, it's free.
It's free. The seminar, at the end of the seminar, you might say, I'm a self-starter.
You may even learn enough or have better communication with your child
With your
to
child.
be able to go on and do it yourself.
That's right. Love
So
it.
do you have the seminar dates set for your seminars that are coming up?
Absolutely. The date is September 29th. The doors open at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We are kicking off at 6:45. The seminar should last 70 minutes.
Okay.
We are finished at 8:15. Come. Of course, you can register on our website at mylocalworkshop.org.
Okay.
And there is a RSVP code that gets you preferred seating, if I may say so. The RSVP code is 58962.
I find out different things about you every time I speak with you. And one of the most interesting things that I found out about you was that you're very, very involved with helping out the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh, yes. I think that slipped over coffee. But right, go ahead, Dad.
So tell me a little bit about what your idea was to help fund the Jamaican bobsled team, and tell me a little bit about the bobsled team. I think I even have a picture here of the bobsled team
The picture you have of the bobsled team is
with
Senator Larkin.
Right.
All right. On March 17th of this year, I led a mission to the capital of New York State, Albany, and one of the people that was on that list was Senator Larkin.
Right.
We also visited with Assemblyman Scofus in the chambers, and from New York City, my classmate and schoolmate from Jamaica, Kingston College, Assemblyman Nick Perry. So a couple of years ago, how did this happen with the Jamaica bobsled team? A couple of years ago, I always cringe when a hurricane starts up and it destroys islands in the Caribbean.
Yes, of course.
And I started saying there has to be a way to create a pool of money around to help these. Whenever the hurricane hits, we don't have to have this crisis fundraising kind of situation, and we'd have funds ready to go. And I was part of the Leadership Orange group, so I met the commanders and the leaders of Stewart Air Force Base and West Point, and I said, it's good to know all these people. So if I put these monies together, I can get an airlift with the C-5A or the C-17. My dream.
Yeah, good idea.
But at the same time, I always had a feeling that I didn't want it to be a me thing.
Right.
I just didn't want to be the person.
Me things aren't good.
Aren't good.
Us things are better.
Us much, much better. So 2 years ago, or 2013, the Jamaica bobsled team was short of funds to go to Sochi over in Russia for the Olympics.
May have been a blessing from what I heard about Sochi, but anyway.
Yes, so they had to do a crisis fundraising, and the entire United States jumped, and other people in other European countries, and they raised something like $187,000 US, and they were able to go there. So Devon Harris, this gentleman right here, he is the original bobsledder on the Jamaica bobsled team.
Okay.
He was one of the co-captains, and we have been friends for a number of years. So we were together in February, and I said, Devon, I have this idea. I've kept it in my pocket because I just didn't want to push it in. But the Jamaica Bobsled Foundation, which is in the United States, a 501c3, pending, and you're a charity under the laws of New York State. I said, I have this license plate program. When you think of the Yankees, you drive around the streets of New York State, you see a Yankee license plate. Somebody had to pay a premium to get that Yankee license plate.
Right.
The state keeps their portion, and the group takes it off the top. The state mails them a check.
Right.
I said, we have a branding, the Jamaica Bobsled Foundation. Everybody knows about Cool Runnings. the movie, which is nothing to what happened in 1988.
Right.
But it still created a brand for the bobsledding. So from there, Devon said, I can't believe I'm hearing this. So you're telling me if we have 10,000 people with license plates each year, and the state gives us $25 for each license plate,
Right.
we raise close to $250,000, $400,000 each year. That will solve their $500,000 problem
Right.
in training and producing bobsledders.
And from what you told me, you have how many women in training now?
Right now, as of we speak today, we have 4 women in training.
Okay.
This is the first time in the history of Jamaica bobsledding that there are women in training, and 2 of them are doing extremely well. One, I think her name is Gay, G-A-Y-E, I forget the last name, but she ran track for the Jamaica track team.
Oh, okay.
And now have graduated to the bobsledding. And there is a couple of women in colleges up here in the United States,
Right.
in Jamaica, that have now taken on the sport of bobsledding.
Okay.
So the goal is to have a two-woman team and a 4-woman team for the next Olympics in
Great.
2018. And so we have a bill. Senator Larkin and Assemblyman Nick Perry both co-sponsored a bill,
Okay.
one in each house, the Senate and the Assembly. The bill is going through the chambers right now, and hopefully when they reconvene in September, we will have a vote in the committee to
Right.
move it to the floor. And hopefully it moves to the floor. There will be a vote to say there can be a Jamaica bobsled license plate that can be installed in all vehicles in the state of New York.
So
that's my
even
dream.
you, pretty soon, you might be able to get a Jamaican bobsled license plate.
That's right, and
Cool.
and so we see this as a method and as a consistent system. Actually, there are close to 2.5 million Jamaicans living in the state of New York, majority in Brooklyn and Queens.
Okay.
So we're not looking for all 2.5 million. That would be too much of a dream to come true. But if it does come true, we won't turn it down.
And you don't have to be Jamaican to get one.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You don't have to be. So Senator Larkin saw the benefit of the bill.
Right.
Not only Jamaica and Jamaicans it will be benefiting. The Jamaica bobsled team for the last 30 years have been training in Lake Placid,
Right.
New York.
Uh-huh.
That is their home training ground. So when Senator Larkin found that out and understood the economic benefits of marketing the Jamaica bobsled team in Lake Placid, which has been one of another big secret, he saw tourism, the winter tourism, because the governor last year had a heavy marketing on winter
Yeah.
tourism.
Yeah.
And now they're seeing the benefits of matching winter tourism, Jamaica bobsled team training there, minorities really not into winter sports that much. This is opening a whole new door
Right.
in economic marketing
And working together.
and working together
Definitely.
and uplifting the state economically.
Right.
So it has benefits for the Jamaica bobsled team. It has benefits for Lake Placid economically, the tourism industry
Right.
there. And it has benefits for the automobile industry because you need a car to get a
Right.
license plate.
Plus, it has benefits for community
Well,
coming
that's-
together.
That's correct, yes.
And a give back.
And they
for
give back,
everyone.
right.
Definitely.
And because the Jamaica bobsled team, the 501c3 is pending at the IRS, I think it's almost ready to come through because New York State approved it as a charity.
Oh, good.
And it's registered with the Charities Bureau, and
Good.
all the state things are in place, so we don't see any interferences with the IRS
Good.
giving it that blessing. So we have to work out the details, but I understand part of the $25 could become a charitable deduction.
Right. Oh, good.
To put an asterisk beside it just to make sure we have
Right.
it straight. But it's helping. It will help everybody overall, and hopefully it will create jobs. The fundraise, because once there is funds coming in,
Right.
then the team needs to rent rooms in Lake Placid and
Right.
other places. So it's
Bring in the media.
Yes,
The
actually,
Jamaica bobsled
That's it.
team in Lake Placid.
actually, when the bill hit the floor in earlier this year, I would say on May 15th,
Right.
the bill hit the floor. I didn't know it was hitting the floor that day. but my phone started to ring.
Uh-huh.
And this is Time Warner Cable Political Bureau from Albany. Do you have a time to interview? I said, well, you better talk to Senator Larkin because
Yeah, that's it.
that's his thing. No, we're told to speak to you. So, and then they were like, I saw like something close to 20 different releases.
Yeah.
The USA Today, New York Post, Hudson Valley, some other newspaper. But when I Googled it, there were 20 something
Right.
releases from different
It's exciting.
news organizations talking about.
Yeah.
One said, "Here we go, move over New York Yankees here, but get your Jamaica bobsled license plate." That was the headline.
Oh, it's good.
So I think the media is excited about this,
Yeah.
and we are excited, very, very excited. And I'm just looking at the future of more people doing bobsledding just because of a license plate.
It's good.
Yes.
Very good. So at any rate, it's when is the date of your seminar again?
The date of the seminar, the one in Goshen, New York, is slated. The first one is September 29th.
Okay.
And we kick off the door. We start at 6:45 p.m.
Okay.
promptly.
And that's at St. James Episcopal
That's a s-
Church in Goshen.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we are looking to have one each month.
Right.
For the first 4 months, we'll be having one each month at
And
St.
they're
James's.
all free.
And they're all free.
And you can either register online at, what's your website?
They register online at mylocalworkshop.org, and the RSVP code, which is critical, is 58962.
Right. Or they can call your office.
They can call
at
my office,
What
right.
number?
Again, area code 845-220-2080. 845-220-2080. These seminars will be fantastic. It will help
it's
you.
free.
And it's free. It will help you increase your college-related tax deductions and tax credits. We'll show you that. Again, it'll help you to get ahead by developing a customized plan to meet all the college costs you will incur as a family. So we'll be showing you all those steps as an introduction
Right.
of how you can start planning. And our planning has 4 steps to it. First is plan. Second is packaging. Third is how you pay. And once you know how to plan, how to package, and you know what it's going to cost you,
Right.
what's the thing we all look for? The 4th stage, peace of mind.
That's right.
Yes.
Definitely.
So we want to make you feel peaceful, go to bed every night happy as best as you
Relax.
can, and relax.
Excited about your child going away to
College. I know there's no restrictions
Right.
in the cost, because
That's
once you have a plan, then you know how to follow it. If you follow that plan, you can know what to expect. And if there's any detours, the plan will tell you what the detours you should expect. Right there.
Very good.
Good, very good. And start early, because
Yeah.
as we know in our business, sometimes we don't follow advice we get ourselves, but in college planning is showing me this. Start early, prepare, plan, prepare, write your thoughts down, and then implement.
Thank you, Noel, for coming. It was wonderful to hear all about your ability to host these free seminars for the youth when they're getting ready to go to college, to avoid so many pitfalls that you can fall into, and also to find out about your involvement with the Cornell Cooperative Extension and also the Jamaican bobsledding team. So we thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me. This was a delight.
Okay. And this is Empowering Women Everywhere. I'm Nan Gill. And this is sponsored by the Academy of Film, Television, and Stage Performing Arts in Goshen, New York. And visit us on the web at asfa.org. Great to have you. Thank you.
I've been looking for a house with no walls.